Okay, until I memorize this, I'm just going to read it. So, hello and welcome to ACATCO Entertainment, where we explore the many facets of forging and generally how things work. Remember, this is all for entertainment and informational purposes only. Forging is a dangerous hobby and should be treated as such with appropriate safety guards in place, including but not limited to the use of personal protective equipment. Watching this video does not create a business or professional relationship between the creator and the viewer assumes all risk for the use of this information, which is provided here for entertainment and educational purposes. Okay, now on to today's topic. I am working on a video that synthesizes my 40 years in manufacturing, aerospace specifically, around safety, generally and in the shop. But until I get that video started, what I wanted to do is just a quick video on personal protective equipment, PPE. And I want to talk about what I use in my shop and why I use it. So I'm not going to try to make this lengthy. I just want to get a foundation for generally what is used to keep one safe in a manufacturing environment. If you are pursuing forging as a hobby, you're going to have moving, you're going to have grinders, you're going to have sanders, you're going to have disc grinders, different types of equipment that remove material. And when you're removing material, that material is going somewhere. Some of it might come back on you, so you want to be safe. Make sure that whatever comes back on you doesn't cause injury. So that's the foundation of this, and I want to talk about PPE. So we'll start with the eyes. Safety glasses, these are cheap insurance. Anything that's coming back in your face has the potential to go into your eye. Squinting real hard when you're using a grinder isn't enough. These are easy to find at any hardware store, even at drugstores. I believe they have safety glasses. These are my readers. I have to wear them for everything anyway, but they are rated such that if something comes flying back at me and it hits the lens, it's not going to break and go into my eye. It's gonna catch what comes at me, and that's the rating. It's an ANSI rating. You can Google that and see what type of safety glasses would be appropriate for whatever it is that you're doing. So safety glasses protecting your eyes. Now on to the next step up from safety glasses. It's a good idea to have a face shield if you're going to be grinding on any equipment with a grinder, with a belt sander, or with a disc grinder, and especially with a disc grinder. Those discs sometimes can break if the wrong pressure is used, or if you're using it to cut something off and you tilt it accidentally, or if you have a chop saw. Those blades they potentially could break. Those breaks can be catastrophic. Pieces of that could come at you, and you don't want anything hitting you in the face. This is a little bit more expensive. I think they run around 30 to 50 bucks, depending on what you get. These are available at hardware stores, but they will protect your face. They'll protect your forehead all the way down to below your chin, and some of your, potentially some of your neck, depending on how big your face is, I guess. But it's good insurance. Thankfully, I haven't had anything hit my face shield, but I do some destructive tests. I always wear it because I don't know where those pieces are going to go when I am doing a destructive test. One of them could come back. Safety glasses are good. This is better. So hearing protection. If you're working with equipment that is loud over a certain decibel, I have a dust collection system and a belt sander that is extra loud. When I'm running that in the shop, I always wear my hearing protection. Sorry, not talking in the camera. I always wear my hearing protection when I'm working with my dust collection system and the belt sander that it is attached to. It removes a lot of material very quickly, and it's very loud. So I wear these. You can also wear the Moldex type earplugs. form-fitting into your ear. You want to save your hearing. Once your hearing is lost, there is no returning it. I'm a little hard of hearing in one of my ears. It's never coming back, so I want to preserve what I do have. Hearing protection. If you are working in a situation where you do have grinders and belt sanders and you're sanding on metal or wood, you're producing a lot of dust. Those particulates, if you breathe them in, they can make their way into your lungs, and over time that can cause serious health issues. I wear this. I believe this filters down to 2 microns. There are canister particulate masks that you can purchase on Amazon or at any safety supply store. A lot of hardware stores have them too. It's a good idea whenever you're working with any equipment that generates dust that you wear a respirator to minimize the amount of dust that you're breathing in, especially if you're working in an environment that doesn't have good ventilation. My shop is kind of small, but I typically leave one of my doors open when the weather's amenable to leaving it open and to create some cross flow, but there's still a lot of dust produced. It's always a good idea to wear your dust mask when you're producing dust. When you are working with fire, the clothing that you wear is very important. If you're working in a forge, especially a propane forge, where you have an opening where the heat's coming out and you're going in and out of that opening, putting material in and taking material out, it's a good idea to wear a pair of welder's gloves, because when your hands are in the proximity of the fire, you can feel it. I mean, you can be safe. You can see right here where the heat has caused the leather to curl. I have used the forge without gloves. It can get a little uncomfortable. This just makes it a little bit easier and a little bit safer. Awareness around the forge doesn't take the place of any PPE, but this does help. This apron, although I don't always wear it when I'm forging, I do wear it when I am using a disc grinder. Again, if a disc breaks, this is just an added layer of protection that will keep whatever the material is flying from going into my body, especially if it's flying at a high rate of speed. This is a leather vest. You can wear a canvas one, apron. You can wear a canvas one, or leather's preferred, especially for hot material and again, material traveling at a high velocity. Your footwear. Footwear in the shop is important, especially if you're standing on concrete all day. Over time, standing on concrete, studies have shown that it does affect not only your feet, but also your knees and your hips. Concrete over time will leach minerals from your bones, especially if you're not wearing proper footwear. I've worn for the past 35 years shoes that insulate me from the ground. I've found that it has saved my knees over time and my hips. The other thing about the boots that you're wearing in the shop, the reason that you need to wear safety boots is if you drop something on your foot, it's going to cause an injury. If you drop something heavy or you drop something sharp, if you're wearing shoes that do not protect your toes and the arch of your foot, the potential for injury is there. You just want to minimize that. I wear steel-toed shoes with a metatarsal guard as an added layer of protection, but and I haven't had an injury, and I have dropped things on my feet. So accidents happen. It's best to always think in terms of mitigating the damage caused when an accident happens. So let's say an accident does happen. I keep a first aid handy. It has band-aids in it, all the basic things. It has gauze and materials to quickly stop bleeding. It's a basic first aid kit. It's a good idea to have one in the shop, especially if you are doing something that potentially could cause a serious injury. This could buy you time while you activate emergency services. Now this, some people might not consider this personal protective equipment, but when you're in your own shop, if you're working with fire, always have a fire extinguisher handy, just in case. It's a good safeguard. They're not expensive. If you don't have access to a fire extinguisher, at least have access to a bucket of water and or a bucket of sand, so that if something does get out of control, or have a garden hose handy. I forge actually on this pad, and right on the other side is a garden hose that's coiled up and it's always ready to go, just in case something flies off into the brush. So thinking in terms of safety, thinking in terms of what could go wrong and what would I do if things do go wrong, that's what we're talking about. And how do you gear up for that? As you can see, it doesn't really take a lot to gear up for it. You want to protect yourself. If you're just starting out, you don't want your career to end because of an injury, or you don't want your hobby to be to go away because you had an injury. So hopefully this is helpful. One sec. I'm going to read this because it's the closing. I had a great time sharing with you all today. If you enjoyed this content and want to support the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like the products that we show on our videos, remember that everything I make is available on my official website, posted in the link below. Your purchase directly helps me create more videos like this one and helps me to continue forging more tools and other items. So head over there right now and buy yourself something special. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.